if you're a 7 and a woman's a 9 or a 10, you're not going to get up there. You can't get up there to where she's at. So what you have to do, you have to knock her down a few pegs. Today we're discussing why Western men are considered high value men globally. It's a very interesting thing. A lot of women, specifically Western women, American women especially, do not want men to know that they have value. You know, this is something a friend of mine taught me a number of years ago. He said that if you're a 7 and a woman's a 9 or a 10, you're not going to get up there. You can't get up there to where she's at. So what you have to do, you have to knock her down a few pegs. Got to bring her down to your level, all right? And the way you do that is by knocking down her self-esteem, by tearing down her ego. And what are women constantly doing? They're constantly tearing down a man's ego. They're constantly tearing down a man's self-esteem. They're constantly telling a man that he's nothing, that belittling him. And they're constantly attacking him, attacking him. And only the strongest of strongest men are able to stand up to a woman and basically look at her and not care. All right? And those are the guys that she finds attractive. And let me put this on here for you guys. So this girl is, my name is Debbie, and I'm 15 years old. I have 8 other siblings. My dream is to become a teacher, but it's impossible because my mother has no regular job. Right? We don't need to hear the volume. And isn't it? She's very pretty. She's 15, but guys, can you imagine? This is how how a Filipino looks. No makeup whatsoever. This girl's wearing no makeup. I'm positive she is wearing no makeup, and this is how pretty she looks. Right? No, all right. So you have a broken family. What are your feelings right now? He said, "You have a broken family. What are your feelings right now?" And she said, "I feel sad, and it's really hard. Our father left us when we were still very young. I feel bad for my mother because she works alone, raising all of us siblings." All right. So, yeah, that's what she said there. And I'd like to speed it up a little bit. Is it all right if I speed it up for a little for you guys? Let's see here. Come on. Come on, my babe. He says, "What if your father is watching and listening right now? What would you want to tell him?" And I did watch the video beforehand, and look at what happens. She just breaks down and puts her hands over her face and starts to cry. She breaks down into tears. Guys, this is how hard life is. This is how hard life is. Life is hard. Life is hard. Life is hard. Okay. So it's like you ask, why did she break down? Why did she start crying? Debbie's father abandoned them and ran away with another woman. All right, dude abandoned his family and ran away with another woman. Right, and then here's the kicker. She went to go live with the father for a while, but the father's new woman was very bad to her, so she went back to the mother. So she went back to her mother, and these people are living in extreme poverty. Like, I'm gonna show you like the poverty that these people are living in. Right, so this is like 7:51 into the video. Let's jump back. I want you to see what these people are eating. I want y'all to have a look at what these people are eating. I want y'all to have a look at the poverty. I want y'all to have a look at the poverty of these people, because it's no joke. Okay, this is, guys. This is rice. This is rice. Okay, and they take this rice, and actually, and I think what they have there is coffee. I thought it was tea, but I heard them say coffee. And they're taking the rice, and they put the rice into the coffee, and they give the rice to the kids, and they drink rice and coffee. Rice and coffee. That's their meal. Rice and coffee. And the rice is extremely hard. Look how the rice is extremely hard. These are the children. I want y'all to see the poverty that these kids are living in. This is the poverty that they live in the Philippines. The poverty. This is how they live. All right. And let's see if I can show you where they sleep. Where they sleep is real. It's pretty fucked. It's pretty messed up. I'll show you. Let me see if we can show you where they sleep. Oh, want to see where they go to the bathroom? I'll show you where they go to the bathroom. This is really sad. This is where they go to the bathroom. It's so gross. But that's their bathroom. That's their bathroom. All right, this right here. Look at that. Not even a proper, not even a proper thing covering it. All right, not even a proper thing covering it. No real privacy. That's so gross. This is where they go to pee and poop. Okay, this is where everyone goes to pee and poop. And the house has no electricity. No electricity. Okay, and the children all sleep in one bed. They show you how they sleep. Like this is how they all sleep. You're gonna find out how they sleep right now. You're gonna see how the children actually sleep. Like just give me a moment. They're gonna jump over to it. Let me see if I can speed it up a little for you guys because I know you guys are not very patient. You guys are kind of mean spirited. Like, all right, so it's there we go. So they're kind enough to show us how they sleep. Slow that back down for you guys. And here you guys go. This is how the children sleep. This is how they sleep. All right? Look at that. Demonstrating how they sleep at night, all on this little thing. This is dirt. They're sleeping like they have a mattress in the dirt. Can you imagine how bad it must smell in there? There is no running water. The girl said that it's so hot at night, she's saying that they are dreaming of having their own air conditioner. It's so hot at night. This is how hard their life is. This is how hard their freaking lives are. All right? This is so I want y'all to understand that Western men are a premium because men from America, we are held account from the Western countries, we're especially America, we are held accountable for everything. That's a system that Western women have created that no matter where we go, we will always be extracted for wealth and resources. Women will always get a bailout and men will always get special punishments. All right? It's hard. It's hard. It really is hard. Okay? Like Western men are a premium. Like I said, you have when we go to other countries, the amount of money that we bring is significant. The lifestyle that we can offer someone in another country is significant. All right? Think about this very carefully. When we go to another country, we meet a Filipina. We take her from this. We take her from this and we put a roof over her head. She lives in a proper house with running water, electricity. She has running water. She has electricity. I want y'all to think about that very carefully. She has television. Okay? She'll probably have Netflix or whatever other streaming service available to her. We're gonna set her up with her own laptop. She's gonna have a laptop for herself. All right? She'll have internet. She can even do her own. She can even do her own online business or do whatever. Start a YouTube channel. Okay? So we're gonna set her up with a lab. We're gonna set up with an internet setup, with a laptop. We're gonna set up with a phone. So she's gonna have her iPhone. A lot of these girls like iPhones. She's gonna have her iPhone. She's gonna have clothing. She's gonna go out. She's gonna buy clothes. So she's gonna have an entire wardrobe of clothes that she can choose from. She's gonna have a kitchen, all her own. Filipinas learn to cook at a very young age. So she's going to cook her own food. Filipinos like to cook their own food. So she's going to cook for herself. She's going to have tons of food. She will never go hungry. She will eat meat every single day. Not once or twice, a month or a year. She will eat meat every single day. She will live in a house with running water, with a toilet inside the house. I mean, are y'all hearing me? The guy that she's with might even get her a car. What some guys do is they get the Filipino a motorbike. A lot of these women they ride motorbikes. It's very common in other countries. A lot of them in South America, Mexico, and the Philippines. A lot of women they ride motorbikes, and their motorbikes are like $1,000, the equivalent of like 1,000 US dollars, or somewhere around there, or sometimes even less. And these guys will go and get these girls a motorbike, and she has a motorbike, and she can ride her motorbike wherever she wants, and she rides it all over the place to go shopping, buying whatever she wants. All right, she buys her. It's basically a little motorcycle, but they have that's how they are, and the guy that she's with will buy her either he'll buy her one of those or he'll buy her a car. He'll at least buy her a motorbike, and she can get around however she wants to get around. She goes where she wants to go. She eats what she wants to eat. She sleeps when she wants to sleep. It's her home. She decorates however she wants to decorate it. The average Filipino is like the average Filipino's height is something like 5'4", 5'5". That's between both the men and the women. The average Filipino man is short. All right. So when American men go to the Philippines, a man who's 5'8" is still tall. A man who's 5'9" is tall. A man who's 5'10" is tall. All right? I want y'all to think about that. A guy who's 5'6" or 5'5" in the Philippines, that's average. That's average. A Filipina can't look down on a man who's 5'5". Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen some silly Filipinos talk saying that they want a man who's really tall because like this is the thing. Like they start to like get so crazy over foreigners, like they start wanting the best of the foreigners. There are some Filipinos that start to get really stupid, but here's the thing: a lot of them are just grateful for a guy who's like 5'9", 5'10". A lot of them are grateful for a guy that tall because for them that's super tall. All right, a guy like that tall who makes a good amount of money. Come on, and who can give them a better quality of life. And you have to understand, like for the over there, they don't see race the same way that Americans see race, and I'll explain one of the reasons for it. Filipinos, they are mixed race people. They're mixed race people. These are people who have both like African, Asian, and white blood. So for them, mixture means nothing. Mixture means nothing to them. They are very happy to mix. They don't care about that. They do not care about that at all. They have no cut. They don't care about mixing at all. Because for them, they're already mixed race people, so they don't care. Okay? If anything, they're thinking of it like, oh my gosh, my children are going to inherit the traits of a foreigner. So they're going to be taller. Okay? Or they're going to have like a better body build or stuff like that. It's crazy. For them, it's a win-win situation. So Filipinas, they look at it like it's like all they do is win, win, win. They have a man who's willing to go out there and work hard to provide for them, to give them everything. And in return, all they have to do is give this guy a plate of food, keep the house clean, and raise the kids. Like, this is like a dream come true because like all they want to do is, stay home, raise children, eat well, live well, take care of their home, and cook. So basically, it's a win-win situation. They make food for themselves and they had a plate to their husbands. Yeah, it's like, oh, so hard. But in the United States, American women, they view that as slavery. American women view everything as slavery. But over there, in like the Philippines and Mexico and in these other countries, they see what an American man can bring, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're a hero. You're a hero. Not only that, in the Philippines, for example, the men over there, these guys fuck off. These men, you think these guys are gonna sit around taking care of their children and interacting with their kids? Nope. Nope. Foreign men actually are very engaged with their children. They spend time with their children. They're engaged with their families. They're engaged with their wives. This is something that they don't have over there. The value, the quality of men that come from the West are higher value because men from the West are more likely to be monogamous, while men in their countries are very hypergamous. So these women are basically trying to hold American men, Western men, to very high standards. Okay, because they hold them to much higher standards than the men from their country, because the men from their country are low value men. And I don't mean to say it like that, but I mean I'm going to put it like that. Like a lot of the men in their country are low value men. These are men who fuck off very quickly. They don't take care of their kids. They don't provide for their wives. They don't do shit. They don't do shit. Let me tell you all something right now. A man that will pick up his passport and go overseas to seek other opportunities is a valuable man. Because not a lot of men will do these things either. Not a lot of men will grab their passport and go to another country to seek out an opportunity. And that's another reason why passport bros are so desirable. Because these are men that are willing to go wherever they have to go to find that next opportunity. And that adds another layer of value to them. Western men are very valuable. Western men tend to be taller than the average, significantly taller than men in these countries. All right? They are significantly wealthier than the men in these countries because they're bringing significant amounts of resources over there. Even $6,000 is a lot of money in the Philippines. You can do a lot with that in the Philippines. Okay? These are family-orientated men. These men are not going to go, and these men aren't going to leave their wives after a couple of years and run off like the average Filipino will, or like the average Mexican guy, or the average Colombian guy will. They'll actually stay with these women. These are American women take American men for granted. They take Western men for granted. But in reality, Western men are considered high-value men globally. So, guys, with that said, let me know what you think about what we discussed here today and if you agree with everything I said. And then turn on notifications to never miss another video again. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.